Well, so those landslides she's talking about are about last night's levy votes. With the majority of the votes cast in their favor, many school administrators are breathing a sigh of relief today. Stuart Summers has more from the Pocatello newsroom with a look at one levy election that received a lot of community support. Stuart?
Good evening, Todd. The Pocatello-Chubbuck School District says they were overwhelmed by the amount of community support that came out in their favor last night. They said without this levy passing, things in their district would have went from severe to critical.
We are relieved because this will help us as we deal with further cuts from the state, and it will help us to meet our cost increases that we otherwise would not be able to reach.
School District 25 says every year their operation costs continue to rise, and projections show that next year will increase by about $500,000. Close to two-thirds of voters in the Pocatello-Chubbuck area approved the district's request for a supplemental levy increase. The district was asking for $7.5 million. 65% of voters said yes to the increase, compared to 35% who were against the measure. The tax increase on the approved levy will be about $2 a month on a $100,000 home. District 25 says they have made a large number of reductions over the last 2 years, and they desperately needed this levy to pass.
This will just help stave off further disaster in terms of the kinds of cuts that we'll be looking forward to with the hand of the legislature in this session.
And School District 25 said today that they've also had to trim about $10 million from their student services budget over the last 2 years. Todd, now back to you in the studio.